In 8 minutes, there. In 8 minutes.
Learn from your personal experience. Way to learn to do it right first, mess it up, do it wrong.
It's coming in a little weak, Joel. The Jim Rohn's not. We're not hearing him too clearly, brother.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
They say if you survive your first heart attack,
Good morning, everyone.
if you
Good
survive,
morning, Gail.
you may now live to be a very old person. That first heart attack was a wake-up call. And then maybe the doctor said, another one of these and you're history. And you say, wow. And you make it for the health food store. And you start reading every book you can read on health and nutrition. And you start doing the push-ups and you start jogging on the beach and doing all the stuff. And all of that change now could very well help you to live a long, long life, having been alerted in an alarm system that serves you well. So learn from your negative as well as your positive experiences. From a negative experience, sometimes we learn to do the positive things that saves our life and makes us successful, make life worthwhile. So learn from your negative as well as your positive experiences. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? Be what you become in pursuit of what you want. It's incredible what you can become. And my mentor said, Mr. Rohn, now that you live in America, you've been to college 1 year, you've been working 6 years, so you have some experience, and you have a family and all the reasons to do it. Here's what he said. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? It's incredible what you can become. We were talking economics. He said, set a goal to become a millionaire. So I thought it had to do only with economics. But here was the completion, and if you can get this, this is worth the price. Here's what he said. He said, set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? See, that philosophy changed my life. The goal to become a millionaire, that philosophy changed my life. He didn't say set a goal to become a millionaire for the $1 million. He said the $1 million is automatic. But set the goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve it. For the person you would have to become. Knowledgeable, understanding the marketplace, learning to improvise, overcoming difficulties, solving problems, bringing value to the marketplace. All the stuff you must learn and do and become to be a millionaire. Here's what he said. He said, if you do it right, that's what's important, to become a millionaire. He said, then once you get the $1 million, you could just give it away. See, that philosophy changed my life. Here's what he said. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? That philosophy changed my life. The goal to become a millionaire. He said, set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? See, that philosophy changed my life. The goal to become a millionaire. He said, set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve. Because what's really valuable is not what you got, but what you became. I never forgot that philosophy changed my life. Reasons why. If I really worked hard, if I learned the skills and took on the disciplines, if I could become a millionaire, wouldn't that be extraordinary? That the money wouldn't really be what's important. What would be important is the person I became. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? He said, set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve. Because what's really valuable is not what you got, but what you became. I never forgot that philosophy changed my life. Reasons why. If I really worked hard, if I learned the skills and took on the disciplines, if I could become a millionaire, wouldn't that be extraordinary? The money wouldn't really be what's important. What would be important is the person I became. I have visions after I'm gone. Somebody is up in an attic going through a box of old dusty books. And in this box of dusty books is one of my books. Seasons of Life or something. And they blow off the dust, read it. Ideas that can keep going, making a difference generation after generation. And it affects their life, and maybe they use it in a training class and teach. An idea never dies. It just goes. Long after I'm gone, perhaps. Long after I'm gone. If you affect one person with good ideas, they talk to 10. Some of those 10 talk to 1,000. Some of those thousands talk to tens of thousands. So I sense that. I also sense that there's plenty of power in this room to translate beyond what I've been able to do, put it in your own words, refine it for yourself.
Well, good morning, everybody. Let's take another minute or so and have everybody announce who you are, where you're calling from, if you haven't so already. Good morning.
Preston Kirsten from Albany, Georgia.
Dennis Camp, Houston, Texas.
Ned Hill, Rochester, New York.
George Taylor, Wilmington, Delaware.
Linda West, Atlanta, Georgia.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Loretta from Maine.
Hey, Loretta.
Big B, Chicago.
From New Jersey.
Good morning, Julius Hart from Dayton, Ohio.
Good morning.
Andrew Andrews, Houston, Texas.
John UK, West Columbia,
Anita
Texas.
Moody from Wrightown, Maryland.
Big B, Chicago.
Big B's in the house.
Renette Paul, Cleveland, Ohio.
Gil Johnson in Crete, Illinois.
Hey. Good morning, Gail.
Good
Linda
morning.
from
Good morning.
Texas.
Good morning. Good morning. Well,
Sharon Frazier, Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town is in the house.
Grand
Portia Lyons,
Regina,
Long Island, New
Chicago.
York.
Portia, what's up? We spent some time together yesterday.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Jonathan Gibbs in Lehigh Acres, Florida.
What's up, Jonathan?
Yeah.
in Tampa.
Good morning. Good morning. Chris, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
In the game, man. Late night, early morning.
That Zoom thing.
All right. Oh, we're going to go ahead and mute the lines out. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to my co-host. This is for all of, we had an incredible week last week, and we had some incredible new people come in. So if this is your very first Monday morning Mojo call, I want to welcome you. My name is Julius Weems. I'm regional director out of Weehawken, New Jersey, and super excited to have you all here this morning. If you're wondering what this call is, maybe you've been on some calls, maybe you've been on some presentation calls. What I want you to understand is that, in many organizations and on many teams, if you're a sports person, if you're a person that's a part of an organization, in many teams and communities, right? You have folks in that community that understand what it takes for you to be successful. It may be a coach, it may be somebody that just is the person that says, hey, look, we need a place to come to get your mind prepared for success. Now, and many of you go to work every day and you go to your jobs every day, and you may be in an environment where there's nobody there to encourage you or to show you how to be successful. There's nobody there to say, we can do this. And what I find is that, in one of my favorite books, it says when two or three are gathered, he is here. And so when two or three are gathered, success becomes more possible. And so the Monday Morning Mojo Call is a place to come for two reasons. One, you get leaders that have already done it. We've already done it. We're building it, and we're building in an incredible way. And then you have people who are building, and you got a community of people that you get to know all over our company. And I'm going to say it with one of the, if not the largest team in Think Energy. And so I'm here not by myself today, though. I believe that you gotta bring, depending on if you're a football player, I say you got to bring the dogs with you, right? The ones that are doing it. I got my dogs with me this morning. When you got regional partner, brand new regional partner, Kirk Haran, when you have regional partner, John Piontek, when you have soon to be senior partner, Milton Burke. You see, that's for you, Milton. You like that, Milton, right? You like that, Milton? But guys, the thing is that we are here. These are my co-hosts. I think we're the most awesome team and organization in the company. I'm just going to call it out this morning, not to hurt nobody's feelings, but we are running to the top. I got to spend time with our CEO yesterday, and I got to share a note before I hand it off to Mike. I got to share this with y'all because yesterday I was in Lakewood, New Jersey with our CEO. And I asked him a question. I spoke briefly yesterday, but I asked him a question. I said, Michael, some of you may not even know what autosave is yet. If you're new to the company, you're like, what is autosave? You may not know what community solar is yet. But here's what I want to, my background is in technology and in innovation, consulting, and advising companies. And what I'll tell you is this: is that the biggest mistake you can make is to think you just joined a network marketing company. I want you to understand, listening to our CEO yesterday, what he is about, what he is seeing in the future of what this company is without a doubt one of the most innovative energy technology businesses that we've ever seen in the United States and abroad. It is something that is mind-blowing. And if you are new, all I'm asking you to do is play follow the leader. You ever play follow the leader? I want you to latch on to a leader. Latch on, and I want you to just follow the leader, because what's going to happen is that we're going to see people's lives change in ways we never imagined. And so I'll get off my soapbox. Big Kirk Haran, what's up, big brother?
Good morning. Good morning. I love it. Yeah, I saw the pictures from last night. It looked like
it was so much
great
fun.
meeting. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for where we're at with the company. I'm definitely excited about what's transpired over the last, 3 or 4 days now.
Yeah, man.
I was saying last night, Julius, you and I met in a previous company, and I'm still friends with a few people over there, and they had their convention, and I had more people join in 48 hours than they had at their convention. So, we're on the right train, right? So it's just really about, putting in the work, and people are putting in the work. There's so many names. We can't mention all the incredible people, but we are going to spotlight people as they start having success. And I want to congratulate Don Boyd. I'm not sure if he's on here, but Don and Brenda Boyd promoted to senior director, the first senior directors in the state of Texas, on the same day that I promoted the regional partner. So that was a special day for both of us. So very excited about that. And I'm just pumped up. I'm going to hand it over to Big John, because I know he's got a lot on his mind right now.
Hey, before Big John comes on, if you joined the business this week, in the chat, do me a favor and put a 1. If you joined this week and you're brand new, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. We want to welcome all of our folks that joined this week. Welcome, everybody. And I get to bring on, guys, our fearless leader, man. Talk about a guy that is committed to supporting this vision and movement, man. Regional partner, John Piontek. Big John, what's up, man? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, you know what, Julius? You always think, right? Where is your excitement going to peak out? Like, where is it going to peak? You think, okay, last Monday it peaked out. This Monday I wake up and you're following everything that's going on in the company, in our business, in our lives. And you never think it's going to exceed that level. And you wonder, where is your ceiling, right? And it leads me to bring up a point. I'm a note taker. I just constantly take notes and write down more names on my inventory for my business. But I'm going back to something about a year and a half ago when we're on this Mojo call. And it says, you know, everybody here. Is that the little guy, Julius?
Come say good morning.
Julius, is that your little guy on Broadway? Where's JR? JR, what's going on, man?
Look, he's running to school. He's running to school. All right, I love y'all. Be good. I'm sorry, Big John.
Well, anytime little JR's around, you got to get him on the screen.
Yeah,
he's like a star, man.
He's living his dream. Go ahead.
So you know what? We're all note takers to some extent or another, right? So I'm looking at this book I had from, I don't know, when we started this call, Julius, and I'm looking, it says Monday morning Mojo call notes. And I'm reading it this morning and I'm saying, it says, we are all in the game. Everybody here on this Zoom, we're in the game. We're on the field, right? To what level do we as individuals want to participate, right? You know, some people going back in the day, you're playing a sport, and some people are more serious than others. Some people train when the spotlight's not on them, right? They go and they do more push-ups or they run more laps and build up their cardiovascular. And so the question is, we're all in the game. We're all on the field. Now, there's a pot of gold waiting for each and every one of us in the end zone, right? I'm going to give a football analogy. But what level? And we got to ask ourselves this. I know what level I'm playing at. Julius, I know what level you're playing at. Kirk Coran, Milton Burt. So many people on this Zoom that show up all the time, but more importantly, that they're doing the work behind the scenes, right? See, we're all exposed, good, bad, or indifferent. Everybody that signs up in this company, once you sign up, you can't make any excuses because you're exposed, right? From our choices come big decisions. Now, some people don't want to commit to make those big decisions. And here's what I'm going to tell those individuals in that quadrant. You're going to live life with regret. See, you can't unknow what you already know with this opportunity. You can't unknow it, right? We have new groups coming in from Texas. We got a great group with Wesley Morris and Tara Corbin from Pennsylvania. We got more groups coming in from New Jersey and Ohio and Chicago. But you know, it's go time, right? It's about asking ourselves as individuals the questions. What do you want out of this? And more importantly, what are you willing to do to get it? Because the results are going to tell everybody if you're going to work or not, right? It's that simple. Yes, I want to bring on Julius Phyllis Nash out of Chicago. I want you to highlight Phyllis because you want to talk about a woman that never complained. She had many reasons to complain. She's like Lynette Roberts. You never hear her complain. Or Portia Lyons. You never hear a complaint. They just do, right? They just keep chopping. And Phyllis just hit director. And she's a special woman. She got brought in by Miss Gail Howard Johnson, another fine woman out of Chicago. And I want to bring Phyllis on and congratulate her and have her say a few words.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Can you
morning,
hear
Ms.
me?
Nash.
Hey
We can hear
there.
you loud and clear, Phyllis.
Okay,
Phyllis,
well, I am honored. I am just honored to be on here this morning. I won't know when I first started. You were one of the first leaders that I saw. I want to encourage everybody here that's new, that hasn't been around. I got in at the end of October, but I made it my business to get to our first Empower 24, and I took people with me from my team. And that gave us one of the best foundations to get there, to see the corporate, to see who was driving the car, to meet the CEO and founder, Michael Falquest. That made me know that, yes, we got something here and we should take it to the next level. That got me to meet John. I got to meet Big John right then and there, took pictures with him, and Julius and Kurt, and my phenomenal leader, Milton Burt Jr. You know, it wouldn't have been without Gail being persistent and calling me. And on the same day, I finally took a look, because I always was going to take a look. Gail just warranted that because she's joined me in everything. But the same day, I looked at a less than 2-minute video I was in. And then she got Milton using that 3-way. She got Milton on the line, and he was not going to let me go until I signed up. I signed up that same day. And then to all of my team, you know, Team Elevation, who believed enough in me to leave the company that I was one of the founders for this journey with you guys. And I was always saying, I don't want to disappoint. And I think, guys, you're on here, you're at every call, you're at every meeting. I think we found a winner, and we found a home, and we can make legacy in our family. So I thank you guys for having me on the call this morning. But I am flat out excited for what the future is holding for us if we just go to work.
all right, now, Phyllis, before I let you go, and congratulations again, sweetheart, but before I let you go, you know, you get a sense when you meet people in this business. You know, you can tell somebody right out of the gate most of the time, and you were an easy read, Phyllis. You were an easy read of success because it's the confidence in which the way you talk, right? The way you speak, so fluently, so confidently. You're a breath of fresh air. But I got to ask you one question before I let you go, Phyllis. What was the one thing? Now, you've owned a network marketing company. You're a world-class network marketer. What was the one thing, Phyllis, that you saw within this company that you never saw before in network marketing, Phyllis?
That everybody I saw, everybody I know, everybody I come into contact with uses what we have. I didn't have to sell a thing. If I got 20 no's in a row, I could keep on going. And everybody has that opportunity. You just can't lose if you keep on moving and sharing what we have.
Wow, that's beautiful, and it makes a whole lot of sense. I always say, keep it simple, right, Phyllis?
And then
Keep
the
it
comp plan is pretty darn good too.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Phyllis, because I don't know what it is. I just keep building, and I know we get paid a lot of money for helping other people. So I want to thank you again, Phyllis. And Gail Howard Johnson, young lady, I want to thank you for being so persistent with Miss Phyllis Nash. So thank you, ladies. Kirk, back to you, brother.
Yeah, John, let's talk about what Phyllis just said, and we're gonna start pressing this hard and because it's important. She said that she was encouraged to attend the convention. right? It's go time for the convention. I want everybody on here to start looking in their organization and seeing how many people are registering for the convention because listen, we can have hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people join our team, but if they're not going to get around the fire, they're never going to get lit. So we need those people to be at our event. This is, in my opinion, that we had a convention last year in New Jersey, but to me, this is the inaugural main event coming up in Irving, Texas, at the Gaylord. I can't wait to be there. I'm excited to see everybody. So I really want to start promoting people to get to this convention. There's a sacrifice for some to get there, but I can tell you in the past, I've had thousands of people fly, rally together, share rooms on the whatever it takes program, fly to Texas and be at that event. And it's a known fact, Julius. You're the numbers guy, but I believe people who attend convention, their income increases by like 70% or something like. I don't remember what the quote is, but I know that it's a fact. So those of you on here that are just getting going, we understand that, there's an investment to get to the convention, but it is also an investment in yourself. This is a personal development program with a compensation plan tied to it, right? We all know that. We're not in the energy business, we're in the people business. We just have the luxury of a service that people can't live without. And we have the luxury of a CEO that knows he's not going to offer products that aren't going to save people money. So you can lay your head on the pillow every night knowing that we're providing true value to our customer. And then for yourself, we all start this business to make money. But what happens over time is you build these relationships with people who become closer to you than your family, and you can't put a price tag on that. So I encourage everyone to, really pay those sacrifices now to get where you want to be. In my opinion, and I said it last night, and I'll say it over and over again for the next few weeks, is this company truly launched on September 2nd. We've been chopping away with the machete in the grass here, just growing the company as we were getting things in line. And as of September 2nd, we have officially launched Think Energy with the Think Plus network, and you're all in the right place at the right time with the right people. So don't be afraid to reach out for help. We take great pride in telling everybody that, if you walk away from this opportunity, it's not because you didn't have support. There's people that don't even benefit from you financially that will bend over backwards to make sure you're successful. So it's the little things every day. Like, maybe some people get sick of it, but Big John, myself, Julius, Mel, and all the leadership, we send out text messages, reminders. It's those little things that we shouldn't need to do, but we know that it's important because some people are new and this opportunity is not necessarily at the top of their list yet. So you want to remind them to plug into events like this or get on the Zooms. Julius and I will be doing the Zoom tonight. You have the Women of Think at 7 p.m. tonight. We need to get people plugged into everything that's going on so that you know what you're a part of. So I'll turn it back to you, Jules.
No,
Hey, Jules, bring on your sister, Lisa Kenny.
You must have been reading my mind because, like, literally, I'm thinking about. I was with Lisa yesterday, and Lisa Kenny is truly my sister. Like, I will tell you, Lisa, I love her spirit. Me and her just get along, and she is like the light. Every time I go to a meeting and I see her, she had her green jacket for all the money she's making as a senior partner yesterday.
Yeah, Jules, we're gonna have to get the store to put a Think Plus bathrobe in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa,
well,
you
guess
out
what?
there?
Listen, for the first time, I'm not in my bathrobe this morning. Right. Okay. I put on my Think Plus sweatshirt just so I could, look halfway decent for all of you this morning. But Thank you guys again so much for doing this call every Monday. You have no idea what kind of value it brings to everyone. It just gets everyone so excited and ready to go for the week. So thank you all so much. And honestly, coming off of last night, I don't even know what to say about it. When I heard the things that Michael Falquist said up there, I just started like coming out of my skin. When you see our CEO get up there and just tell us that the best is yet to come. And this is only the beginning. Autosave, which is fantastic, is only the beginning. He's got things planned for us down the pike that we have no idea. And he hinted to some things yesterday at the meeting. And it's going to be lights out, actually, guys. Lights on, but lights out. I can just envision his picture on the cover of Time one day, the energy guru of the 21st century, because that is what he is. That is what he wants to be. It's going to be an amazing opportunity for us to help so many people change their lives, change our lives, give us the time freedom that is so precious. That to me is one of the biggest things, the time freedom. But anyway, tonight, I don't want to keep everybody real long, but tonight is the Women of Think Zoom at 7 o'clock, like Kirk said, and it's open to men and women. Kelly Brayton, our director of development, is coming on, and she's going to be interviewing this woman. Her name is Betsy Launder, and she is the CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Sales. It's going to be a great call tonight. So get your teams on it. It'll be so helpful for getting your momentum going. And we're also raffling off 2 free nights to the convention, 2 free hotel nights. So get everybody on there. That would be a great thing to win. And let's do this because
Hey,
I'm
Lisa.
telling you, people, this is real. This is real.
Lisa, how would somebody find the link if you're new, right? If you're a weekend,
Okay.
what website? How do people find the link for these calls?
Melanie Sinclair just posted it, thankfully,
Yep.
and we'll
You
be
go-
sharing it on our Facebook pages. But go ahead, Lisa.
Right. No, it's shared all over the place, but also whenever you want to find anything to plug into, you go to Think Success and click on that. It's in your back office. You'll find it and then hit on events. And it will list all of the things that are happening. And there's going to be a lot happening, guys. You have to stay plugged in. You have to stay plugged in. Things are changing on a dime. Community solar's coming in, auto save in Pennsylvania, meetings in Pennsylvania. It's going to literally explode, and you need to keep informed. So,
Lisa, look,
bathrobe. I'm calling corporate saying they need a Think Plus bathrobe. I love it.
listen, we're gonna have bathrobe day at the convention. No, just a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke because people start coming down to the convention floor
with their bathrobes.
Yeah, that's
Look,
not a good. That's not
Lisa,
a good idea.
Lisa, it was so
Julius.
much fun seeing you yesterday. It's always
great,
I
great.
love you,
And guys-
sister. You are such incredible energy, and I appreciate you.
Well, everyone get to convention. Thank you, Julius. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But get to convention because everything they say about it and then some is true. And they have some insane surprises planned for us. So good
So
stuff.
so I wanted to just go over because Lisa shared a little bit about it, but Michael Falquist shared something, and I want to kind of paint a picture for you guys. When Amazon started, they sold books online, right? That's what the business was, right? But then Jeff Bezos understood that there's an ecosystem of things that people needed, wanted. But many of you don't even know that like Amazon is an ecosystem of things, but at the core of it is the customer, because all of Jeff Bezos believes customer first. Well, when last night when I was talking, I was explaining to people that energy hasn't changed for decades. Like the energy industry just has not changed. And so how do you take a regulated industry and you make it so that a customer can have true power over their costs? And that's what our CEO is doing. He is creating an ecosystem of things to help customers. Autosave, Think Smart, Community Solar. and more, right? Because if we can help our customers be empowered to literally control their savings, the customer will never leave. And for all of my, imagine that, you got everything from in Connecticut, we're doing rooftop solar. We have all these pieces. It's an ecosystem, but imagine our customers having 5 or 6 savings vehicles in their home from Think Plus. That customer is a decade-long customer plus. So just some of the things are incredible, guys. It is mind-blowing to me as a business person, a consultant. It is Michael Falquist understands that he is building a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. So with that, hey, to my partners, we got a lot going on this week. A lot going on. Please stay abreast at thinksuccess.plus. Everybody be on a call tonight. Also, I will be rolling out an updated, everybody's been asking for it, an updated Save and Serve presentation, 12-minute video for organizations. And with all the new, actually, I'm working with Jim Kinney on some of the numbers. Jim is like, if you get those of you who don't know Jim Kinney, he is like the compensation plan czar spreadsheet superstar. So he has a new incredible spreadsheet that I'm going to convert into a little app. We're going to have it ready to go for you guys. And also Save and Serve will be a big part of that, how to help organizations. For all of my folks who are working with churches, nonprofits, organizations, autosave is a game changer. It is truly going to be the way that we can communicate with the organization. Every member is safe and they can bring on hundreds and thousands of members. So I'm excited about that as well. Big John, Kirk, you guys got any more updates for us this week? There's so many promotions.
What I wanted to say, one thing I want to say to everybody is, every time we launch a new market, like we know that Pennsylvania just opened basically September 1st for autosave. Every time we open a new market with a new product like that, it's like being in at the beginning all over again. There's a whole bunch of people in the markets that have been maybe waiting for something to come along. When we launched the company, as many have already heard, Michael launched with fixed rates because he needed to have an electricity product to launch, but it was because autosave wasn't ready yet. Now autosave is here. So understand that every time we open a new market, like we know Delaware is on the horizon, DC just opened. All of the autosave markets are brand new. So understand that, and there's a big corporate Zoom tomorrow night. We don't want to leave that out. We need to be promoting that like crazy because they're making some major announcements on that Zoom tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So, like Lisa just said, by the way, Jim Kenny is like the Rain Man of Think Comp Plan. That's his nickname, Rain Man. But he's just amazing with numbers, and he is a tremendous leader, and we're grateful to have him. But John, I'm excited. You and I, you made that first phone call to me, and I told you no 11 times, and you kept calling.
I think it was 13.
Well, who's counting? Anyways, we're here, and I've been thinking back to the primitive Zooms that we did in the beginning compared to where we're at now, and we're not even where we're going yet. We're still just putting things together, but I'm grateful for the founders of this company. I'm grateful for the corporate team, and I'm grateful to you, John. And of course, all the people that trusted in me, too many to name, but Julius was one of my first phone calls, and he's my brother from another mother. I love him like, we are definitely family, and I appreciate everything.
Hey, Kirk, one thing, I'm sorry, but look who just popped into here with me.
Oh, my fishing buddy. There's my fishing buddy.
Listen. These guys.
Listen, he was at the meeting last night with us, and Julius, that is true. I am your sister from another mister. But I just want Ed to say a few words because he was part of that whole excitement last night. And go ahead, Ed.
Lisa, was Eddie holding up pictures of his fish Well, he was up there in front of the room.
No.
Not that little pike. I couldn't put that up in front of the room. Everyone would have laughed at me. How's everybody doing this morning? Top of the morning. Really excited. Yesterday's energy in that meeting was so great. And Michael, someone in the room, I forget who it was, mentioned, I'm with the company here on a Sunday afternoon. There's 90 people in the room, and the CEO of the company drives down from Connecticut because he promised he would do that with a group in New Jersey who did a certain amount of stuff and promotion over the summer and then took people out for a steak dinner that night. Just incredible. But what's most important about the day was what Michael had to say. For those of you who were in that room, you heard what he said. Autosave is the tip of the iceberg. It is the foundational piece of this company, but the overlay of things to come. He gave an example of something that happened in Texas. There was a weather event or a crazy event that made energy prices spike, and that all these people that had to think smart in Texas shaved off 40% of their usage. So when you think about our portfolio in a state like Texas with Think Smart and Proton, we're managing our portfolio better than the other companies are. And that's why we're able to give such great pricing. So if people are on here thinking, is this a sustainable thing to keep these prices low? Absolutely. The more people that connect their smart thermostat, the more inevitable it is that our rates just get better and better. So there's things that we have cracked the code on that, like Julius always says, this is our Amazon moment. And for those of you who are joining us this last week, welcome to the Think Energy team. Couldn't be any more happy to have you aboard. This thing is leaving the station. So great call this morning. Got my blood pumping. And Kirk, you mentioned tomorrow night's call too. You got the Women Think tonight. You got a corporate call tomorrow, 7:00, and you don't want to miss that. There's going to be some big announcements. So get on these Zooms and plug in, feel the culture of the company. It's nothing better than what we got here.
Hey, Ed, I just want to, point out something that you have said, Julius has said. Last night I was on a Zoom with a name that you're going to have to remember because he is a big time leader just getting started, Mr. Wesley Morris. And every single one of you, was so grateful that you were at that event last night and, what you heard. And that is the power of these meetings. And they're going to be popping up. Ed, I know we're getting ready to put together a road show for Pennsylvania. And I just want to make a point to everybody on here that the power is in the room. We can do these Zooms all day, every day, and we're going to. But when you're around the people and you look them in the eyes, you feel the truth coming out of them. And, Michael is an amazing man he's got so much vision. He is truly turning the energy space on its head, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, and look, I'm gonna put out there because Brendan said it. I heard that you guys may be going to like Harrisburg, and you may stop in DC. So for my DC folks, it's rumors. I start rumors, so it looks like we're going to have a meeting in DC and Pennsylvania. So let's get it pumped up. Let's pack out the 200 people in DC as well, and then head on the
24th, Julius, 24th.
24th. So we'll be I'll be down to work with the team to host that. We'll just go hardcore, guys. But I'm excited. Welcome to all of the people, guys. Let's give a big shout out to all of the people that are new that joined last week. I saw a bunch of ones in the chat. If you are new, put a 1 in the chat. Let us know you're here. Welcome to the community. We are so excited to have you. This is every Monday morning. You have a family that we're going to come and get you ready to start your week. So with that, Big John, you guys want to give Ed.
Yeah, nuggets. Let's give the nuggets. Let's give the quick nugget before we go.
Let's get Ed and Lisa right there. You guys give us a nugget. Give us a partner nugget.
Wow.
For all our new folks.
All right. Well, my partner nugget today is just stay plugged in because things are changing so rapidly and get to convention. That's all I can say. Get to convention. That is my nugget because you will experience nothing like it. So that's my nugget.
I'm saying everyone is going to eventually be 6 feet under. So get busy living your life today.
Wow. Good nugget, Eddie. Kirk, how about you, Kirk Coran?
Well, my nuggets are going to be revolving around convention because you got to get there, and we're not selling tickets here. That we're not in the ticket business, but we're in the people business. And I know when I talk to people every day, they're looking to change their life, and whether it's financially or personally, and we have the vehicle to do it. But if you're not committed, if you're not all in on this thing, chances are it's never going to do what you want it to do. So my nugget is get registered for convention today. That's my nugget.
Julius.
Hey guys, I just want to share with you this. You guys know, you see my why every day. You guys hear me talk about my son JR, who is the reason why I do everything. I want to leave you with this short story. Yesterday, I got a call about 2 hours before the meeting in New Jersey. Melanie Sinclair was having some health issues. She wasn't feeling well. Isaac, another one of my advisors, was in the hospital last night with thought he was having a heart attack, and they both said they were going to the meeting. I'm sitting outside of the Lion King Theater in the middle of Times Square, dropping my son off, and I dropped him off, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can get an hour and a half down and get an hour and a half back. And so I talked to one of the parents, and I told JR, I said, JR, I need to go to this meeting. I got some team leaders that are really going through a lot, but if they can be in the room, I should be in the room. He said, Dad, go do it. And literally, guys, I drove an hour and a half from the middle of the city down to the meeting, and it was the best moment thing I could have done. But the whole point that I'm telling you is that sometimes you got to do uncommon things to get uncommon results. Sometimes you got to find solutions in things that you may not see a solution in. And, if you want your life to be different, it requires a different level of commitment. So I ask you to look in the mirror today and say, what are you really committed to? Because right now you have a vehicle, and that vehicle is right here in front of your face. What are you willing to commit to have a different life? Because I got to look at an 11-year-old boy in the face, and I can't tell him Daddy didn't give it all. And so whatever your reason is, whatever your why is, whatever your dream is, understand you got to commit to it all in. There's no halfway here.
Thank you, Julius. I'm going to close it out, and I appreciate everybody hanging in there with us on this Monday Morning Mojo. You heard me start off the call by talking about we're all here, right? We're all on the team. We're all in the game. We're all on the field. And you also heard me me ask each and every one of you is, what is your level of commitment? At what level do you want to play in this game? Now, the only way you're going to determine what level you want to play is by your heart. Your heart is going to determine your actions. And it usually stems for doing it for somebody else, doing it for the ones you love, doing it for a legitimate reason that's going to have you overcome the roadblocks and the hurdles which you're definitely going to run into. So before we leave this call today, I think everybody knows from a little to a lot what we're involved with. We're involved in a life-changing opportunity. We're involved in a legacy business. We're involved in something that can bring us and our families time and financial freedom. And the only way you're going to make it to the top is to get rid of every single excuse that comes in your head, like all the leaders are doing. So we're here to support you. We're here to help you win at a high level. But you got to put all your baggage in the garage, in the closet, and you got to start fresh. And you got to say today is the day that's going to start changing my life. God bless yous. See you on Woman of Think Zoom at 7. Thanks to all my co-hosts, Lisa, Eddie. Appreciate you guys, all you do. Let's go get it. How about some music, Julius? Let's go.
Wake up, rise and shine. Julius got the grind. John's got the time. Millions on the climb. Kirk's got that fire. Burning with desire. Set the bar higher. No one getting tired. Mojo back in style. Walk that Monday mile.
Hey, let's go, everybody. Have a great week, guys.
Every day a new heart, living it like art. Shake off all the blues, no more time to lose. Lace up those shoes, gonna light the fuse. Mojo back in style. Step into your power. This is our
If you're not ready to have a good time and have some fun, guys, let me tell you, we're gonna have a good time. Let's go, everybody.
Go, let's go, let's go.
Walk that Monday mile. Step into your power. This is our hour.
Nobody wants to get off this call. It's like such a great feeling.
Step into your power. This is our hour.
Johnny, you got to do the Johnny dance at convention.
I'm gonna have the music ready for them. Guys, this call is posted on the Think Big Facebook, and it will be posted on all the groups. It's live on those groups right now.
Where'd you go? He's not dancing.
Step into your power. This is our hour.
Have a great week, everybody.